مدري ما خدك يابا مدري القمر فوق.
Some amazing music from Meriem Ben Amor. She's a Tunisian-Canadian singer. She's a pluri-disciplinary musician. She sings, plays string instruments and percussion. She's a polyglot artist who speaks and sings in Arabic, French, Spanish, and English, Romani, Ladino, Azeri, Farsi, and Romanian. She's a new artist, and she has a record coming out with the guest producer from last week's summer, Carmen Rizzo, and it's an honor to have Meriem Ben Amor join us here. Hello, Meriem.
Hi. Thank you for having me.
Thanks for being here. Thanks for being there and being here. We're coming up with all types of ways to describe space. Meriem, I've been listening to your music for a bit now. Carmen Rizzo, who's a dear friend, speaks very highly of you, and you have embraced music as your path right now. So I would love to hear a little bit about your story.
So the love of music started since I was really tiny kid. Like my parents tell me that at few months of age, as soon as any music played, I start jumping and my eyes would lit, and I loved singing and dancing, and I never had in mind to be a singer, but I kind of felt myself every time I go somewhere to play an instrument, wherever they had a choir, I was invited to participate, and then I get like sometimes solo parts, but that was it. But when I came to Vancouver, there was a huge opportunity, so many open stages and nice bands who welcomed me to share their music, and I started performing more often.
And you got your confidence, and suddenly you found yourself in a place where this could happen. First off, yay Canada. Applaud that country's ability to promote and champion its immigrant musicians and its indigenous musicians. Awesome. And it's also, you had an opportunity. You grew up in Tunisia, but you go to Vancouver, and there's a whole bunch of musicians from all over the world. And you are you're working with a Persian tar player on this one, and so it's an interesting collaboration between two cultures. He sings in is it Farsi? I think it's Farsi.
Farsi,
You sing
yeah.
in Farsi, and you're singing in Arabic?
Yes.
In this song? Let's hear this and talk about this a little bit. This is Shanech, Meriem Ben Amor, on Sama.
بر حلقه مویت کمتر زن شانه، چون در چین و شکنش دارد دل من کاشانه، چون در چین و شکنش دارد دل من کاشانه.
تحت الرماني حبي حكاني سمعني غناني عيوني وتغزل فيا، سمعني غناني عيوني وتغزل فيا.
در مویت دارد خانه، مجروح گردد چو زنی هر دم شانه، مجروح گردد چو زنی هر دم شانه.
بتدل وتروح والقلب مجروح، ايام عالباغي بتعن وتروح، ايام عالباغي بتعن وتروح.
The song is Kshaneh with tar, a Persian instrument played by Ali Razmi. How did you guys find each other, and what is the song about?
I met with Ali Razmi at East is East. East is East is a well-known lounge here in Vancouver who invites artists from all kind of backgrounds and genres, and it's one of my favorite place, and actually second home to me here in Vancouver.
Nice to have a place like that.
Oh, it's gorgeous. It's really, really nice setup. We have a jazz night, flamenco night, Persian music night, and I used to go there just to enjoy the music, but then I met some musicians and they started performing there. And the journey with the Roma Jazz Ensemble started from East is East as well. World music artists in Vancouver love the place and know each other and perform sometimes together. I met with Ali Razmi, I think 2011, 2012, and I loved his performance and the music style he plays. And it stayed in my head that I really had to do something else with him, and especially in the pandemic, I really miss my friends, musicians, and I wanted to do something. I invited him to play solo on the album, but then I said, I really want to sing with you. I miss like singing together on a stage, but it's pandemic time. Let's do it the new way, the new style. So I had to go to studio, with face shields and masks and everything. Recorded his part, then came home and recorded my part, and we sang it the way we used to sing it together on the stage.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
And it's good. It sounds very healing, like going through this process, which is in many ways one of the reasons that we're doing this process, this work, is that music, especially this music, is a healing music. It helps people. They hear this, they feel this, and they're able to carry on the next day as we're going through these difficult times. But it started in East is East, and it started with this ensemble that brought you to Romania, to Bucharest. And we have this beautiful video of you singing and this whole ensemble singing Gelem Gelem, which is a Romani anthem. Let's tell us a little bit about how did this come about? Give us some insight, because it seems like your time in Bucharest and Romania was I don't want to say life altering, but it was definitely one of those journeys where you're like, I'm coming back a bit of a different person than I was before.
Yeah, that is totally true. It's full of inspiration, and it's kind of a dream coming true, because I've always loved Romani music in all its aspects, either like Spanish flamenco or Balkan Romani, all Romani style. I was in love with it since I was in Tunisia, and coming to Vancouver and meeting Roma musicians and listening to different styles and genres, because when I was back in Tunisia, I just know Roma for Roma, but learning different styles and different genres, and that Romani from this area is different from Romani from that area, was very inspiring and very rich experience. And being there, being in Romania and meeting real Roma was certainly very interesting as well.
Awesome. Let's hear it. Let's see Gelem Gelem, Meriem Ben Amor, live on Sama. And we're going to see her live in Bucharest. That's beautiful. You must have had a blast. Meriem Ben Amor here on Sama. Big shout out to STG for helping us put these things together and live streams, concerts. So what was it like? You're in Romania, that's like an interesting journey there. You're amongst Roma, you're amongst the gypsies. There are parables and stories about you shouldn't be doing that. I remember when I was growing up in Poland, it's like one day you be a bad little boy and the gypsies will come and take you away. And now I realize that, God, it would have been great if they did learn how to play the fiddle and run around. Tell me more. Tell me more about that experience.
For me, the experience was different because they were asking why was I speaking English, because I look like Roma.
Yeah.
So that was something. It was amazing to find a family that you never met before. It's so warm and so soulful that you felt you know everybody. And you almost never found yourself by yourself. There were always 3-4 people sitting here and there. In every possible situation, there was a friend of a friend, and it was just amazing. And the most amazing thing, I discovered that the event with the Roma is after the event.
Yeah.
It's not being on the stage.
Yeah.
The real event is after the event, is when all that makeup is gone and all the instruments comes out, because on the stage you see the band, the setup, what we did for rehearsal, but the real thing was behind the stage when a 13 years old grab his violin, and oh my God, that virtuosity at that age, and singing Romani anthem to Roma, I couldn't feel my legs. I were wearing Tunisian dress and singing the anthem to Roma. If I didn't have Lucky and Stephen with me to give me that confidence and that power, I was on the clouds. I didn't really think too much, and I just did it. No one even worried about what language was you speaking.
You just got it.
It was a mix. A word in French, a word in English. We get each other perfectly. I was speaking to one lady, she became my friend the whole trip. And then at the end of the trip in the airplane, they asked me, by the way, how did you speak to her? She doesn't speak English. I said, we were huge fans of Spanish telenovelas, soap operas. So with Spanish words, we found our way. We were communicating perfectly through the whole
That's
trip.
Awesome. What a great story. Yeah. That's great. So the motto is it's all about the after party with the Roma, and watch out for the 13-year-old. He's going to just blow your mind.
Yeah, in song. So it's nice to meet these artists from different backgrounds and genres, and to keep the connection through art.
Yeah,
more music.
and continue to grow. It seems like a lot of artists that they play a certain repertoire, and it's great. It's a beautiful repertoire, but that's it. It's if you're in a village, it's the village music. You learn from your father or your mother, and it continues. You're actually taking this and expanding it by being able to have all of these other traditions come in and create something for now. I use alchemical words on it, and yes, it makes me a super hippie, but I am a super hippie. You're actually transmutating this into something else. Do you know what I mean? It's
Absolutely.
lead into gold. You're taking all these parts and you're creating something that will help people get through the process that they're in right now as we're trying to figure stuff out. And at the same time, you've got a new record coming out. You've got, we're going to be showing a teaser of a new music video. You are creating. Artists such as yourself, I feel that I'm hearing this from many others, is I need to make, I need to create this word. I need to find a way to reflect what's happening to the world at large. This is Makduni, which translates as what?
It's they have not defeated me. That's the word in English. And how the expression is actually, it doesn't defeat me to walk 60 stairs to the sky, but it defeats me if you tell me a hurtful word. So that's Tunisian poetry. It's very dramatic and very, very deep. This song is the first song of my record for a reason. When I grew up in the 80s, this song was in a very well-known theater play. And everybody in my parents' generation loved it, and it was on TV all the time, and they talked about it so much. And beautiful coincidence that this summer in Tunisia, this song is a hit. So there are so many versions of it. And so basically, I'm inviting everyone to know what Tunisia's up to and the kind of music we are enjoying 2020. And
Perfect.
this
So
is Carmen Rizzo's touch. It's not the full track, but this is like a special version for Sam. I hope you enjoy.
perfect. Thank you so much.
والله ما كادوني 60 درجة في العلا ما كادوني شوف المحن شوف والله ما كادوني ما كادني كان الكلام يدوني شوف المحن شوف جيت نعم الموج العالي بالتعبية وبهدل حالي والنجوم يغيبوا لو كان نشكي للنجوم يغيبوا شوف المحن شوف.
Beautiful, and thank you for sharing, Meriem Ben Amor. I look forward to having you back on, and I look forward to seeing you on the stages once we get to whatever the new reality is going to be, and sharing your music, sharing your stories. Massive success. Thanks for being here, and thanks for
Thank you so
continuing to
much.
create beautiful work. This is beautiful. Shukran.
Thank you for having me.